Right, Jamie, you're next.
Wild one next.
Oh, he said wild one.
I only put you right through, but next one's crazy.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Game Chat. I'm Chris, and with me today we have Kate,
Hi.
we have Jamie,
Hello.
and we have Corey.
Hello.
And it's coming up to not E3 season, so
Yeah.
today's plan, we're going to go through all our predictions for what we think's going to come up and what's going to be shown, and whoever gets the most predictions right, if anyone gets anything right, is going to win this little trophy here.
Oh yeah. It's gone through a few people already, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's gone through Kate, Jake, and me. Corey is yet to win, and Jamie is yet to win.
I just make wild predictions. That's the problem. So
Yeah.
I mean, you weren't really that far off with the GTA thing last year.
it's true. It's true.
Just
Right.
timing was a bit off.
A little tiny bit. To be fair, mine was a bit off because I predicted Mafia, and then it literally got announced like 3 months later.
Oh yes, yeah. They are the old country. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we'll start with me, and we'll go that way, and then.
Sure.
But then when we get to Corey, to make it fair, Corey gets another go, and then it comes back this way.
Oh, we can do one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go me, Kate, Jamie, Corey.
Yeah.
Corey, Jamie, Kate, me.
Yeah.
How did you forget my name then?
No, I was just. I didn't forget your name.
I
forgot
don't
the
know.
Who are you again?
They're only engaged.
Yes.
So, what do I use for my first one? I might, you know what, I'm going to go, because I feel like other people might rub this one, so I'm going to go for it. Fallout 3 Remake.
Okay.
Did anyone else have that?
No.
That's good. I think with the Oblivion remake that happened, it's a no-brainer to do a Fallout one as well. And I think because they shadow dropped Oblivion, I think having in the Xbox June showcase the Fallout 3 one, which has been rumoured for a while, I think that would be the perfect place to drop it. And I feel like they want to build up hype more for Fallout with the show coming out. So it makes sense that it might drop end of the show around about the time the second season of the show comes out. So yeah, throwing that one out. Fallout
Pretty good show.
remake.
Pretty good show. Yeah. I think you're right with the timing of the show.
Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Makes
So yeah, I think he's right with the timing, but I think you picked the wrong game.
I was gonna say-
What season the show?
Oh, no.
No, but I think doing New Vegas because it's Obsidian.
Yeah.
Is he?
But, yeah, but it then makes it Bethesda's game again, and not
That's
that
true.
Bethesda
That's
game. That's
I mean,
better than
honestly,
Bethesda
Jamie,
games.
I hope you're right.
I mean, it doesn't matter either way because the Oblivion remake wasn't made by Bethesda Studio. It was made completely
True,
by
that's right.
third
Yeah,
party.
that's true.
And because it's a similar engine, they're probably
You know what,
have
though?
people do it again. Too.
Well, I do think you're right, Jamie. I think that would make more sense. But we have to remember this is Bethesda and they don't make decisions that make sense.
Yeah. A lot of the time I do.
So I'm going for
True, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't argue that one.
that. But I haven't played Fallout 3 any. Well, I played a little bit, so I'll be more hyped to play that. Just like because I've never played Oblivion.
Oh,
It'd be interesting like an Oblivion sort of redo because Oblivion remake was really good. Or remake, it's kind of in between somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's really good and they've done a good job and I could see that being like a test platform moving
Yeah.
forward for
Yeah.
the other ones of their
I mean,
games.
it's in an early beta state, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good that
It's always going to be great. It's a Bethesda game.
Oh, no. If you're on the main menu, it says version 0.3 something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is early beta. They had to release it because thing is not far out off release.
Oh,
The Skyrim one. The Skyrim
Skyrim.
mod's a big one. That
Yes.
So
gutted for them though.
They were really cool with them. They took them to the studio and showed them around, like gave them merch and stuff. They were really cool with them. And that game will be different from this.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be able to do other things. Cool though. But yeah, Fallout there, I think that's a pretty stable one, to be fair.
Yeah. Kate, you want to go?
I'm so glad I get to go before you because I know I've got two that me and you might potentially have.
Okay.
So I think it's time that Capcom actually properly confirm Resident Evil 9
Yeah, do
because it's like I have seen so many leaks about this game, and I've seen so many wild things that people are like, "This is what the game's going to be," and I'm reading it and I'm like, right.
I've seen like 4 different potential plot lines
Yeah.
for that game.
Like, this is what I'm saying. There's so much information out there that obviously, like, some of it's going to be like misinformation. So I think it's time they actually come out and be like, okay, yeah. I'm not saying like they're going to show a full trailer, but like I think they'll just confirm it. Maybe there'll be a tease. Maybe they'll confirm who the like main characters in. Hopefully it's Leon, because that's the main one I keep seeing. But they said that about.
I've heard rumours of Leon and Jill. So that works for me and you.
Yeah. Like they never met in canon up until the last CGI movie, the Dead Island movie.
Yeah.
That's the first one they ever met in canon.
Yeah.
So it would make sense. I think it's got a good chance of being Leon. And they haven't anything going on with Jill.
Yeah, exactly. Because Chris was in the last game.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
And I think another duo story like 2, because that worked really well.
And after doing Resi 4 remake.
But they have the Leon models like ready to go. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think it's a good shout. So you're going with Resi 9.
It's got to be 9. Everyone's hankering for this Code Veronica remake.
When she says everyone, it's just me.
People online, people are like, they've got to remake Code Veronica next. That's got to be the next one. I'm not saying they'll never do it, but I just think there's so much going around the internet about 9, and there's so much wild stuff. Like, I'm not gonna say it in case it turns out to be true, but like I read like something about how they think the game's gonna work and the type of game it's gonna be, and I was like, right then, okay, so. I feel like they need to come out and be like, this is the truth, this is what's happening. Because otherwise people are either going to get their expectations too high or they're going to be disappointed. Like, if people are like, oh, it's going to be this big, like, this type of game, and everyone's like, wow, that's so different, that's so new, and if Capcom come out and be like,
I mean,
no, it's just the same as all the other.
They kind of did that with 7, and I know you didn't love it, but a lot of people loved it. So
Yeah.
7 and 8.
But I think they'll go back to third person. Or they'll do what they did with 8 later, is just make it both.
Mm-hmm. They've just got to they've got to come out and confirm. Because
I feel like the whole Ethan thing was their shot, like we're doing first person stuff, and that.
I think they could
that
do
direction. I don't think they'd put Leon in a game, and then make it first person.
Yeah.
7 was meant to be like a reboot. 7 was obviously meant to be a reboot, and at the last minute they were like, "What if we put one newspaper mentioning the Raccoon City incident, and then we say it's not a reboot?" Like, come on. 7 to me felt like a game that someone was making, and then at the last minute someone was like, "This could be a Resident Evil game," you know? Like, it's not for me. And 8 was not for me either. So I'm glad if all the rumours are true and we're getting rid of all that.
Yeah.
I'm happy. But
okay, we'll see.
Now, did anyone else have that?
I'd Resident Evil down because I do think they will.
What you can do is have the same one, but if you have like you add little bits that will make it more like.
Well, I'll just make a bit of a part of the discussion because I've got other things. But like, what I would like to see is not a Resident Evil 9, but I want a.
Hang on. Is this a prediction? Is this
Yeah,
the prediction?
this is what I want.
Okay.
I really like the Revelations game, especially the second one. The second one's really
I
good.
honestly believe that before that one came out, we were heading for like a proper solid 100% reboot, and then the second one saved the fact. Like the second one, if that hadn't have hit how it hit, I think we would have.
Yeah, that was such a good game.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since like 7, 8, and all the rest of the remakes come out, Revelations is like the forgotten one.
It's so good. The second one was so good.
Yeah. Really, really enjoyed that.
They're really good. Apparently, I've never played it, but I know you guys.
And that showed that a co-op Resident Evil can still absolutely work.
Yeah.
Jamie?
Well, I'm going with the big one to begin with. I reckon Valve are going to show the big thing they're working on.
Do you reckon it's going to be?
Do I reckon it's going to be Half-Life 3? Is that what you're asking?
Is this the prediction?
Yeah,
I mean, people having Valve show a game is a bit of a prediction as it is.
Fuck it. Why not? Well, we keep seeing leaks that there's something is in late playtesting, and the code name is HLX.
Well, that makes
so
yeah.
Half-Life 10, Jesus.
Yeah,
7 games.
Yeah,
That's
but,
crazy.
So yeah, I reckon Valve might.
I mean,
Reveal.
it's got to happen at some point.
At least this year, probably, if it's in early playtesting. Well, late playtesting.
It's got to happen at some point. Half-Life Alyx was really well received in VR.
I think it's Valve being Valve. They might just release a 2-second clip with number 3. in it,
Yeah.
and,
So,
and,
guys,
and,
that's it. World
That's
explodes.
what they need to do.
and it'll be like Portal 3 or something.
Yeah.
Instead of Half-Life
If
3.
there's one, if there's one game
Steam free.
that can scare Grand Theft Auto 6.
Well, can you imagine Grand Theft Auto 6 and Half-Life 3?
But do you know what would happen is they can come out at the same time, and Half-Life will be a PC exclusive, and GTA won't be on PC.
I don't think
Yeah.
it will be a PC exclusive.
I think it will initially.
I don't know.
Because
But you have to
Valve-
Half-Life Alex on anything else.
Valve doesn't like
That's
to release new games
Mm.
now until it's like
Reddit.
a paradigm.
they've got that other
No,
game.
not that. Until it's like a paradigm shift in technology.
Mm.
So the current gen consoles might struggle to run it initially.
Yeah, true.
Like,
Like Half-Life Alex, to this day, is still the best VR game that there is, and that
Still.
came out pretty early in VR life cycle in terms of things. So,
Yeah.
and it's still the best one, and that's the sort of thing that they want to do for Half-Life. They're going to want to reinvent
Yeah.
that genre,
Reinvent the wheel. Yeah.
and that's, to be fair, that's what they've done. They did it with Half-Life.
You know what, like any other year, I would say it would never happen, but I just, you know what, it's got to happen soon. And every year, if you keep predicting that, Jamie, it will eventually happen.
because you guys haven't played Half-Life Alex, you haven't seen like the ending.
Or is it set up?
Insane.
Okay,
It sets up for a next game.
Absolutely.
maybe then.
It set up more for the next game than the last game set up for the next game.
And it's supposed to be a spin-off game.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really.
So,
It turned from being a spin-off game to being very, very integral to the story.
but no one spoils it. You don't see spoilers
No,
for it
I
online
don't think
unless you
anything
go
about Half-Life
looking.
Alyx
Do you know why?
about-
Do you know why you don't see spoilers for it online? It's not on consoles. All
Yeah.
little weeby kids can't be spoiling it for people. That's all it is.
True, yeah.
and there's
We
a,
be kids there.
there is a high entry bar for the VR side of
True.
things as well. Like only very niche people.
Yeah,
are playing it.
when it came out, there was, yeah. There
Or-
isn't so much now.
Or need people owning
Yeah.
one and not playing it.
Yeah. It took Jeremy ages to play it, and then he eventually played it. And I was like, yeah, that was well worth.
As soon as I hook up my PSVR to my PC, I can actually play.
Yeah, you just need to get it adapted, don't you?
Yeah. Okay. Bold prediction, but maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Then what should I pick up from there? You've got that. One of these two. I've got quite a few predictions. Horizon 3, yeah, I'm going Horizon 3. Yeah. You were going to see something. So I was saying this to Jeremy, but at this point in Horizon 1's life cycle, we had already seen Horizon 2.
Have you really?
Yep. We'd actually seen Horizon 2 a year ago by now. So we are due something.
I still haven't played the second one
We
yet.
are due something. Yeah. And we know there's definitely something coming. We know that for a fact because the second game set the third game more than
And
the
they've
first
already
and second.
said there's a third game.
Yeah, exactly. So we need, and I don't think they're going to have to change much technology-wise, but the basis is there. The second game still looks fantastic and runs fantastic. We just need them to announce it. Really.
But do they have? Because there's like the Monster Hunter game they're working on or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, like,
do they have that first?
how is this not a Monster Hunter game? Isn't that like they could just release this and say this is what we're talking about,
Yeah.
or just put some Monster Hunter stuff in there,
Yeah, maybe it's like a Go to Shima Legends kind of
sort of thing. Yeah. But yeah, we need something like this. We need the sound of GTA 6 and to make it happen.
We went to see the PlayStation concert,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and they literally spent, I would say, like 25, if not more, minutes
Of the
playing Horizon, and then like other games, like
Uncharted got
that's
that
the
way.
one I couldn't remember. I don't know what it's called, like
But like
the Mansion Area. They
Horizon.
played one song, and Horizon had like all these visuals, all this graphics, all this interesting stuff going on. Uncharted showed a shipwreck on a sea with some bats flying past, and it's only when I said to Chris, like, is this Uncharted? And he was like, yeah, I knew what it was because it played the same, like, it was like a loop of the bats flying past over and over again.
Yeah.
And then Horizon got like a laser, like Daft Punk light show with
Yeah.
all this graphics with everything going on with
They
all this
spent
like
a
stuff
good-
coming from the ceiling.
half of the first half of the
Yeah.
concert was Horizon. And I feel like it got the longest out of all the games.
Yeah, it did 100%.
Yeah.
So maybe they are
So
like.
maybe, but they do love Horizon because
Horizon,
the main
yeah.
guy who runs PlayStation Studios was
Love
the guy who
Horizon.
made Horizon.
Yeah.
Oh no! God, no wonder it got like a more to them. And everything, the next song coming out, I thought, like, surely this is not more.
No
Horizon.
one loves Horizon more than PlayStation themselves.
They do. They absolutely like. It's a really good game,
It
but
is.
they absolutely think it's their like top of the
But like,
pile.
I get
Yeah,
how
you could
like,
tell by this concept. Like,
Again, having sequels, we didn't need a Lego game. We don't need a multiplayer game. We don't need an MMO that's been.
Is it already out?
Yeah, God, it's been alright.
It was alright.
I played the first Horizon, I got all the way to the last level, and I could have completed the game, and I was like, nah. And then I started playing something else, and I never went back to it, and I've never felt the need to like.
Did you play the VR game?
It's not my vibe.
Yeah, not very good.
Was it not? No. But they're just doing all sorts with that. They're good games. They're good games. They're they're not top tier like God of War or something like that. But they are
They're good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I'd say the first game was top tier. Probably.
Yeah,
At the time.
That could never
Like,
be.
the other stuff came out with it.
Yeah, what else came around? Came out the same year as God of War's problems, well.
Right.
They
They
did
all have the
it.
same day as Breath of the Wild. So.
They did, right, yeah, exactly. That's the
I was going to
problem.
say they're going to release another Zelda when this one comes out.
Yeah. Just
Same day.
or Mario or something like that. But no, yeah, I think at Horizon 3 we are due seeing something
I can
about
see it.
Horizon. Yeah.
I can see it. What do we go?
Oh, it's my go?
No, go
again.
that way. Let's say
I'll get to go a second time. Suck on it. So,
Don't do it, Cora. Don't take my other
You say that, you'll do it.
It's gonna do it. It's about that. Come on.
Mass Effect.
Oh.
It's been announced for a long time.
Oh, okay.
It's been announced for a long time. It's been in work. We know it's been in works for a long time. We need to see. It doesn't even have to be. Probably just be a CG trailer or something.
Again.
But something,
I'd actually forgot we'd seen something.
That's how long it's been, Jamie. That's how long it's been.
And you know
Kids
what?
gonna be bored and I went to school.
Let's
sick
not lie.
Yeah.
BioWare kind of need a win.
They need it. They need it.
Yeah.
I think we absolutely need to see something Mass Effect this
I
year.
can see it. Like,
Mm.
I mean, the last time we saw Mass Effect, it was at a Jeff Keighley show, which Summer Game Fest is. So, and it was at the end of it. So,
Yeah.
Yes, that dropped right at the end.
I could see that being the end thing again.
But they just keep doing that. I think
Yeah.
they've done that now 3 years in a row. And remember the first one was just a poster.
You know what's mad to me? We saw. Did we see originally see this first trailer for this Mass Effect before we saw Dragon Age's trailer? I feel like we did,
Yeah.
Maybe.
which is just crazy to me.
You know, I never finished Andromeda.
Never know, mate.
Neither do I. Neither did Kate because it broke on her.
Oh, do you know what? I was actually enjoying it. I know that's like a cursed opinion, but I was like, do you know what? For what it is, it's not as bad as people are making it out to be.
It was so busted.
It's fine. See, I never had like no issues in the game, and then I got to a certain part, and then it was like, you start falls corrupt, and it was like 40 hours in, and I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm playing another 40 hours of this. Not happening.
Again,
It wasn't good enough to play another 40 hours.
It had insane bugs. I'd go walking down a path and then my guy would just float off into the air. And I'm like, what is happening?
Like the guys at Dune.
It was just insane. Like the game was so busted. I don't know what they thought they were doing.
The main problem I feel like there was with that game, like taking all the books and stuff, the main problem is you're not Shepard, you're not with your crew, and this is my like concern for this new one. Like obviously they're like, oh yeah, Shepard's here and Liara's there, but their race lives like
Forever, thousands of years.
so like. But what if then it's just like what? No Garrus, like what?
Cloning again.
What?
It's going to be cloning.
This is yeah, like it could be a clone of Shepard, but then you're not going to have Garrus, you're not going to have Tali. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
We don't know that.
We don't.
It's
But
a
if it
cloning
is
storyline.
Garrett-
They might think,
Let's-
oh, we need this
it's
hero
gonna-
group is the
it's gonna-
same place.
let's
We'll need
clone
him again.
the Suicide
Let's
Squad.
just
basically.
Very little heart. Like if I have to play as Commander Shepard and there's no Garrus, there's no Shepard without Vicarion. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want it. I'd rather
The
have
the
it.
trios, Gareth
What
Tally,
if
and Shepard.
it's
Come on.
Garrett's son?
No,
I
No.
can see him.
that's weird.
Not
Don't do
Garrus.
I
that.
can see him pulling that bullshit.
How are they going to have a human and Quarian hybrid? That's just that's gonna look
well,
weird as hell.
that would be.
Because that's the only route that anyone's ever went. Let's be honest. That's what the main canon route.
It's just your route.
It's the correct route. So like yeah, like
My baby's going to be blue, so.
Your baby's gonna look exactly like its mother. That's how
Yeah,
it works.
yeah.
so like, yeah, I am excited for it and I'm really interested in it and I love Shepard being back. I love that for them. But I'm just worried about the rest of the crew. It's not going to hit the
But-
same.
I mean, well,
So you
you can have new companions that are going to do
Yeah,
something.
you can have Arrogant lives thousands of years as well. So
Yes.
you can have them back.
Yeah, they can.
What's the Turian life span.
About the same as humans, I think.
Yeah, they're
But
very
that's
similar
the
to
guys,
humans.
sorry.
They're very bit. They were like a mirror reflection of one another
Yeah.
in the universe.
I think the Quarians are similar to humans as well.
Yeah.
They don't get killed by infection.
And then you have the
Yeah.
Solarians, which is about 6 months.
Look at him.
Right, so it's ridiculous.
Look at him and
Is that 40 years, Matt?
I think, yeah, 40 years is like a very old for a
Solarian.
Solarian.
Yeah.
And then Quarians, I think, are about similar to humans as well.
Mind
Yeah.
you, there isn't a Solarian alive anyway that
The what?
we still want in the crew.
No, it's true.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
did
every year.
he have to die?
Because more than
Yeah,
he
Yeah,
died,
he
died.
no matter what.
Spoilers for how old was it?
Anyone who, yeah,
Mass Effect people.
12 years.
Best trilogy in gaming.
if you haven't played Mass Effect 3, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mass Effect 3 was no. It was
If
still
you- no, yeah.
if you haven't played the
good
original
now.
trilogy,
At this point, it's just Mass Effect. Because
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
play, if you play one, there's no way you don't be intending to play the
Well,
other two.
yeah.
I intended to.
They are
When I played the Legendary Edition, I just never got
They're,
far through.
they're just one big game at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I did play the original. Right, Jamie, you're next.
Wild one next.
Another. Oh, he said wild.
But I only put you half through, but that one's crazy.
Killed him. I killed him.
A new or remake. Resistance Fallen Man.
yeah, I believe
Okay.
those Resistance
You
games.
never played those games, so I'll be fine with that.
Were you a PS3 kid? Did you have a PS3?
No.
No, that's probably why then.
Right,
Yeah.
someone's PS3 to play The Last of Us.
Fine.
Might have been.
It was dance.
Dan's.
Oh, was it? I think.
I think I borrowed your game.
Yeah, I think Resistance will be really good to come back. Because they are severely lacking in the FPS story route.
Yeah.
Who makes Resistance?
Rebellion? No, it's not Rebellion.
No.
No, it's the guys who make Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, Insomniac.
Yes.
Aren't they busy? I mean, they should get someone else.
When
Well,
that's
that's all,
all,
yeah.
yeah.
They could also add
And,
them to the team.
didn't they say they have like 3 projects on the go?
Yeah, one of them was cancelled. The Spider-Man multiplayer game.
Yeah.
You got Wolverine? Oh shit.
They cancelled that, and then they're releasing what's it called, Marathon? Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. And the Last of Us one they cancelled as well.
Cancelled that. they listen to the Destiny guys. They listen to Bungie. They shouldn't have done.
Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not talking
So
about
yeah, just like a remake or just
Either.
anything. Yeah.
No, come on, Jamie, you got
Most people.
I think you're most likely going to get a remake because a lot of people won't
Remakes
play
would be
them.
more
Yeah.
More likely.
unless they fully reboot it instead. But
I think if they did, they'd get a different studio to do it. No,
That's fine.
but that's still possible. They bought all these fucking. Is it multiplayer? Is it having multiplayer?
It has multiplayer. When it came out, it was actually really revolutionary for its multiplayer. Because multiplayer had loads of people. The first game, I think it was 64 player multiplayer, which is big at the
That's
time.
big at the
And then the next game was 128 at the same time.
Battlefield levels.
It was insane. It was insane.
except there was more going on than
Yeah,
Battlefield.
well,
Yeah.
late Battlefield.
And the old game, 2006, this game's almost 20 years old. Like, there's tons of people that would not have played this game.
And they don't have a shooter at the moment
They don't.
because Killzone fucked off.
Yeah.
So I can see it.
Gorilla would have been a good one to make.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they try and change it to a multiplayer shooter though.
But it was already multiplayer. I mean, excluding multiplayer.
Yeah.
Without the
No.
multiplayer, no one would care.
No, I know,
No
but
one
like
cares.
with just with the way the PlayStation are going,
I know, yeah,
trying to
yeah.
push a live
They
service game.
seem to
If
be.
they've got a live service game or a franchise people love and actually decide to carry on making it, it might be.
They seem absolutely
As long
determined
as,
to get
as long as they
stuff.
don't do a Destiny, fuck it up.
If they keep throwing money at stuff like this,
Sure.
they're gonna absolutely do themselves in. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
they're like, oh, we're going to spend all this money making these live service games, but we're using all the money we made from like God of War and Horizon and stuff
Yeah.
to make them. It's like you need to chill
And
But the
out.
problem is that's
no one
it,
wants
like-
it. Yeah.
they need a multiplayer game to be successful because their game that they spend billions on is God of Wars and stuff. Don't make the money back
They
anymore.
absolutely make the money back. They're always some of the
Not
biggest
enough for
game
them though.
companies, yeah.
Not enough for the big.
But they
ones.
want everyone wants Fortnite money, don't they? At the end of the day, but you know,
No.
not everyone's Fortnite.
Well, they're all too late to the party for that one.
yeah, exactly.
They're just,
They don't. Well, I mean, they don't make enough.
that market's saturated, unfortunately. So
Big business is just going to kill them.
yeah.
Yep.
They'll just murder themselves. But yes, I agree, Jim. I think it'll be a really good one. I'd like to see that a lot.
Definitely not more wild than the Half-Life one. I expected something more.
Yeah, that's less wild. That is less wild.
Well, you see, I think there's less chance of that happening than a Half-Life one
That's
at this
amazing.
point.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, there's been a lot of leaks and things around this
Yeah.
Half-Life stuff, hasn't there? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay,
Crap.
what do you got?
I'm gonna put Gareth down.
What was your next one? What was the one that you didn't want me to say?
Well, it's gonna hit me twice now.
Oh,
It's okay.
Because that
It wasn't
wasn't-
open. I'll go in the order I've got. So this might be a little bit of a. I'd say this is my like most not out there, but like most random. So we've had the Until Dawn movie. So I was wondering if they were gearing up to do a part 2 or like some kind of
The sequel.
direct continuation of
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
Because there was when they did the remake of the new one, the original one.
Yes.
Sorry, there was a extra little bit at the end.
And also, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but the movie sets up.
It does.
I don't know how to describe it. So like, I wouldn't. Okay, it sets up an aspect of like story, legend, sort of
Yeah.
mechanic on how the world works.
A universe, sort of.
It's connected. Yeah, for sure.
Sort of. That could be very easily used to make the next game, making it a sequel, but making it completely somewhere else with different
Yeah,
characters.
which makes sense.
But still
In the
have
world,
it
yeah.
straight, like a direct continuation of Until Dawn, not just be like the
The
anthology
movie's
games.
okay, but you haven't seen it, have you?
God, no.
It's okay. It's not a bad. The ending makes it worthwhile.
Watch that bit, just keep an hour in.
That this thing that they add into it, you're like, oh, that's interesting. So that's the thing that I think maybe they could
Use.
it could very easily be a game mechanic
Yeah, it's a cool mechanics.
and explain some stuff away and explain why certain things could turn up in the next game even though they were directly connected to one specific character in the first game.
Yeah, I think that's a
If
good
you haven't
shout.
seen it, that doesn't make sense.
I think that's a good shout. We've obviously they got the movie.
They had the
They've
remake.
tried to build up hype with the movie. They did the remake, which everyone liked, apparently enough. I didn't see it worth getting because it didn't really do much other than the original game. But they did add the end credits in, so I can see that happening, to be honest.
I think
Because it kind of does set up the next thing.
why make the movie if you're not going to do anything with it? Because it wasn't like it wasn't the greatest movie
True.
in the
It went a
world.
blockbuster.
But like to gain some hype and maybe to get some new people who might not have originally played the first one.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
I could see it. What am I doing now? I'm stuck between two. I went for a relatively safe one before, so I'm going to go for... I'll go for this one. I think we're going to get a Star Wars RTS announced,
RTS.
and I think it's going to be Star Wars Total War.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Obviously Sega.
You
did
think
that,
this
so I
is a
think
safe bet?
No, I think this is a not safe.
Oh,
bet.
okay. Okay.
you
Okay.
inspired him, Jamie. This one.
Although there has been rumours of a Star Wars RTS, but obviously it wasn't connected to them. But they haven't had a game since the Warhammer one, and that was a while ago. And they've obviously shown with Warhammer they can use IP to make Total War games. So I think they try something with a Star Wars game, maybe.
Well, there hasn't been a good one lately, has there?
Well, there's that
So it
Star
hasn't
Wars
really been a good
XCOM
anything
game
Star Wars
coming
like
out,
that.
so- the Star Wars XCOM one looked good. That would have been my prediction if that didn't get announced literally a month ago.
I can't even remember what that is now. I didn't see the
It
trailer.
looks good,
But what's
Jamie.
it
You'll
called?
like it. Star Wars something. I can't remember.
I think you probably could get an RTS. I think you'd get it more in the style of like Halo Wars than you would a Total War game.
Yeah, but it's been made by Total War team, which I think I'm predicting.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
Helldivers
It was,
epic game where you drop in as the clone troopers?
I think it's too early because I think Helldivers was only successful like last year.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not
So I
saying
think
like.
it could
I'm
happen.
not saying they're gonna make it. Like, what if they
No,
just
no,
do
I
it?
know what I mean is people wouldn't go, oh, that's a good idea after seeing Helldivers that
Maybe,
early.
maybe.
Maybe. But I'm going for an RTS because we haven't had the last good Star Wars RTS was Empire at War, and that was like early
That's
2000s.
still good. You know, they actually updated that fairly recently, so that it's no longer got the it's no longer 32-bit RAM limited.
Oh, okay.
So some
Okay,
mods
so
can actually
play it.
you can actually
Play
put big mods on it without running out of memory
Big
now.
month.
Yeah.
Not a big month.
But yeah, I think that I got a feeling. I don't know why. I think it'll probably get announced at the PC gaming show because
There'll be a PC.
even though
Yeah.
that's the show.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
watch.
true.
But you know, maybe I will this year. But yeah, I think we're getting announced there. There's not much else to say other than I think it will happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
it's okay. You're going again.
Yeah. I say this every prediction. But I'm changing it up this time. So Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Okay, I know I say it every year,
Okay.
but I'm not thinking 6. I'm thinking remake.
Of one.
See, I was thinking, oh, would they do like a set? Would they do 1, 2, and 3? But I feel like they would rather shut their studio down than remake 2.
No, I've had these thoughts, and thought if they're going to remake 2, they'll just do it completely differently.
Yeah, maybe.
It would be a different game.
I read an art. Well, I didn't read the article. I saw like an article a few days ago that the guy who made the Netflix TV show, is it Adi Shankar?
Yeah.
He was disappointed when they dropped 5 because I think he thought when he got brought on to make the anime, he was going to revive Devil May Cry, and then when they dropped the game, he was like, oh, stole his moment. And obviously the Netflix shows come out. It's not my vibe. I didn't really enjoy that much. But like, again, like the Netflix shows come out, new people that
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, new people.
that watch the show that are like, I'd like to play those. They're not going to go back and play an Xbox 360. That's the last time it got remade. Xbox 360.
people.
They're not going to play that. Whereas if they brought a newer remake out,
I'd play a remake of the old ones. 100%. I've never played the old ones. I've only played 5.
that hurt me so bad.
I know.
Devil May Cry 3 is one of my
No, but the
favourite
thing is, with the games I play now, I would love those games. Like, I don't know why I haven't played them back in the day.
They hold up really well still.
But like, I'm holding because they've done Resident Evil remakes. I'm like, they're gonna do remakes of other things, so I'm holding out for a
I
remake
think
for it.
it's like I'm surprised that we haven't had, especially 1 and 3. Not so much 2. I don't think anyone's crying out for 2. But like, remake it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Or just do it canonically. So start with 3.
Yeah.
And then because 2's weird because 2's set after
canonically,
everything.
2 is
Two's
the
the-
latest one in the canon.
Yeah, it's weird. So maybe forget about 2. Decanonize it, get rid of it entirely.
100%.
And to have 3 and then 1.
Yeah.
And then 4 and then 5.
I mean, they can do that because look what they did with the Resident Evil remakes. They completely skipped 1,
You can absolutely do
like
that.
as a new proper one. Like,
Well, they didn't.
in the new style.
They technically did 1 first.
Yeah, I know. But in the new style, they pretty much skipped 1.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, why didn't I have that as one of my predictions?
You
Well,
still
I've already wrong,
predictions
really.
left.
No, it's alright. I'm thinking, I'm locking it.
Well, I
in.
don't call it Resident Evil 1 remake.
They should make
Yes.
0 and 1.
Yeah,
Put
into
it
the same
together
game.
and have it like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
But I think with the Netflix show, I mean,
I just call it Ultimate.
I'm assuming it's like, well, I feel like it's doing well. I haven't seen anything to say it's flop.
What, the Devil May Cry one?
Yeah.
No, he's doing one.
Did you enjoy it?
It was fun.
The-
I am not
It-
invested.
It
I know
was
you did.
the show was good. I only had problems with it because I played the games. If you hadn't had the games, it would be a pretty good show.
Pretty much. The
But
action was good. I enjoyed
there
it.
were just inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Stuff just didn't make
And
sense.
Dante felt like he was hardly in his own show.
Yeah, it should have been called the Lane Show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is fine by me because I like that.
Yeah. But the show was fine. I enjoyed it. I watched it. It was one of my lunch shows. I watched it while I was having lunch every day, and I just got through it all. So it worked. But it was good. It was okay. It just had weird inconsistencies.
I
maybe
sat
got
down and watched it like,
games.
I'll just watch the first one, and then before I know it, I've watched the entire thing. But no, this is the thing, like, again, building it with the Netflix show, bringing something out, I don't think we'll see Devil May Cry 6. I'm not.
Not yet. Because the guy left.
Yeah, I'm fine with getting remakes. So I think that'll be good. If they stick to the original stories, it'll be good.
Capcom would be silly not to do remakes of other things.
Yeah.
That's
And
not
to
very
be honest,
silly.
everyone's in that boat right now. I think.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Remakes are a safe bet to get money,
Yeah.
so you can make your new one.
Invest in the new one. Yeah. No, I think there's gonna be a Halo remake, Halo
Oh, yeah, one.
the remake.
Okay.
And this isn't part of my thing,
Yeah.
but I've just like there's been
That'd be one.
talks and rumours of there being a Halo 1 remake,
Yeah.
proper remake rather than just a remaster that the old one was an actual
Yeah.
proper remake.
I don't
So
know.
we'll see.
Jamie?
Oof. KOTOR remake.
It's already been announced, technically, so are we just going to see more? I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, it's been-
Remake or remaster has been announced. Oh, well, the
Remake.
one that didn't they unannounced
they
that?
moved teams, so
Okay,
now the people
yeah.
making it are Saber Interactive, the
Yeah.
people that made Warhammer,
Hmm.
whatever, the one we played, Space
Oh, right.
Marines.
Yeah.
It's the same, not team, but they've got loads of teams in there.
Yeah.
So they're making it, which gives me more confidence. But do you reckon we'll just see more actual gameplay or just a trailer?
I'll probably re-announce what I thought.
Probably just a trailer.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's been long enough since it's announced. Like we've got a fucking reaction on our channel from years ago.
The noise that left my body. And then it's like, yeah, cancel, take it back. No, I was like, oh.
Almost the same as your reaction
Yeah, you cried a
to
second time.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh man, I was so hyped for that.
What?
That game's still being made.
Hey,
Apparently.
can't have nice
There's
things.
no way.
Hey, can't have nice
It
things.
is still being made apparently.
Stupid. What kind of game is it going to be?
The
Total
KOTOR.
remake. How would they remake it? What style of like? What
It's
kind
not
of,
going to be turn based.
No, you don't think?
I don't think. I think it will be along the lines of like Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh, okay.
Mm. Mm.
Kind of mixed in both.
Mm-hmm.
Would make sense.
I only have one ask,
Mm.
and that's that they let me romance Fastener as a female Revan. That's all I want from the game. That's literally all I want. I don't care if the rest of the game.
I mean,
is
it's a
exactly
good
the same.
choice.
It's a good choice, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down with those two dudes, Carth and I can't remember the other guy's name, but like.
Cars sucked. I only played half, like
Even
not even half of that game. Like,
Was it
not
Atlas?
much.
The guy from the second
I
one?
can't remember.
With the robot guy. I don't know his name, but I got him at the end. Like that's when I stopped playing.
No, the guy I'm thinking of from the second.
But Car sucked. No one
Did you
liked
call HK47 the robot guy?
Car. I just got him. I can't remember his name. I haven't finished the game. And then because I was partway through the game, and then they announced the remake, and I was like, well, I'm gonna stop.
I have not played KOTOR, so.
Yeah, oh,
Very
it's
good.
Acton.
Yeah.
I couldn't even remember his. Do you know what? I don't deserve to remember his name. But yeah, that's all I want. The rest of the game could be literally exactly the same, and I'd still play it.
I think that's. It's got to get re put into people's
Like some assurance.
like yeah.
Yeah, like at least it's still happening.
It's still a thing, guys. We haven't fucking cancelled it. It's moved teams like twice, but still. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. My next two, I guess. So, similar to Horizon 3 is God of War.
Oh,
So again, at this point in God of War 1's, 2018's life cycle, we had seen God of War Ragnarok a year ago.
Yeah.
So we are due something
Isn't it
from
like a
this
new
team. Like
game?
a new game. Yeah.
Is it a sequel to Ragnarok?
Yes, it will be a sequel to Ragnarok, but it likely won't be.
Because there is
Or
rumours.
it will start
There
in
is-
Norse and then move on to something
There
else.
is rumours.
Yeah.
There's rumours for everything. But it will be a direct sequel. It better not be just a boy game. I don't want that.
See, I've heard rumours of a prequel.
oh.
What, a remake of the first games?
I know. It's like Kratos in his kind of youth.
Okay.
That's the rumour I've
Oh, but before he's
before
the first
the
game.
Rampage.
I
That's what I've heard.
I don't
I don't
know.
know how I feel about that.
I don't know. Because knowing what he was like back then, he was... I don't know about that. I can see there being a God of War 1 to 3 remakes.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that.
But back then, when he was just the commander of the army, I can't really see that, to be honest.
Mm.
Because there are prequels to those first games on the PSP. There's 2 prequels back before the...
Oh, good.
Both the PSP games are set before... No, not. One of them's set before the first game. And there's Ascension, which is a PS3 game, which is set before the first game. There's tons of prequels already. You just don't know about them because they haven't been that big.
Yeah.
But
You think it'd be a sequel
I'm
to
thinking a
Ragnarok?
sequel to Ragnarok.
Do you want to add something to your prediction and predict, because you know it's obviously done Norse.
It's gotta be Egyptian. It's gotta be Egyptian. Yeah.
Yeah, is that part of your prediction though?
No, I'm just gonna. My
Just
prediction,
gonna-
my prediction is
it's gonna
we're
get-
gonna see God of War.
No, but like when you say we're going to see God of War, if they do announce a prequel, do you get the point then? Because like,
mm,
or are you just going pure sequel?
hmm.
He's trying to mess with your mind, Corey, so he can.
No, I'm just going like.
So he can say
You
it.
gotta
he can
get
the point.
you gotta get into the nitty-gritty of these things.
No, I am saying.
How much faith do you have in your?
No, when I wrote that, I wrote the intention of Ragnarok sequel. So I'm
Okay,
going Ragnarok
okay.
sequel. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm not gonna
I can see it.
get into like the plot of the game or anything like that. That
Yeah.
doesn't
No,
factor into
yeah, but just the sequel.
The Ragnarok
It's like
sequel.
if you can't predict the end of the game.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And if you win the trophy and then the end of the game you predict is wrong.
Yeah, and then his prediction would be I said Star Wars, so I guess anything Star Wars. Just I've ended up with 7
Mine's
points
niche.
from
You said
just
Star Wars.
from just Star Wars.
Star Wars RTS is niche in itself.
I'm gonna say something, guys. Sonic. There you go. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, God of War, Ragnarok sequel, tease or something like that. Just some kind of like acknowledgement it exists.
I can see.
Oh, and I get to go again, don't
This is your last one, isn't it?
I? It could be.
We're doing 4 each, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So you've had 3 on you. So
Okay, yeah. Alright. Intergalactic
The Naughty Dog game.
Yes.
Okay.
So gameplay.
Okay.
For Intergalactic. And that's.
I think that's too
That'd
soon,
be-
personally.
You think
but
it's too soon,
I
really?
it's too
I
soon.
think that. No, I don't think it is because I think it's been in works for a while.
Yeah, it has, but we literally
Well,
got now. It's like a few months ago.
Yeah, but since the end of Last of Us Part 2, what have they been doing?
Intergalactic, but
Yeah, but exactly.
Mm.
And when did
like
Last
it's
of
too
Us
early
Part
to
2 come out?
gameplay. I think you get a bigger trailer, maybe.
Think of it.
What if
What,
they announced Last of Us Part 2 Gold Edition and then reskin
yeah.
Joel and Ellie to look like
Pedro
and
and
Bella?
Bella, yeah.
And then they had it again like they did with the remaster.
So Last of Us Part 2 came out 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And they have released nothing from that game since.
Did Intergalactic have a date on it when we got it? When it
No.
got announced? It didn't. Not even a year.
I don't think so. No.
Because if it says 2026, then yeah, maybe then.
I don't think it did. But 5 years is a long time.
No, I agree. But they did also work on the Last of Us multiplayer and then cancelled that 3 years in.
Yeah, but there's multiple teams doing Naughty Dog as
No,
well.
I know, but one of the main team were working on that.
Mm.
So
Well, I can blame Bungie for that. But Intergalactic, yeah,
I could-
I'd want to see some stuff from that. Because all the stuff that we saw was in engine. That wasn't just a trailer. That was in
most of
engine.
your stuff hinges on PlayStation even doing a thing.
This, to be fair, you're fucking right. Jesus, just PlayStation.
It's all of it.
God of War, Horizon, Intergalactic, yeah.
Yeah, you have, what else did you have? Resi? Do you have Resi?
No,
Yeah,
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, so yeah.
That's not
PlayStation do a thing already.
Yeah, totally.
There is rumours of a thing in June at some point, so
Uh,
we don't know when that.
the thing is as well though, I'll probably stop myself because what the chances are going to now talk about all of their
But also,
really big ones.
Intergalactic was first shown at Game Awards
Yeah.
last year, so it has been at a Jeff Keighley show, and then Naughty Dog do like being at a Jeff Keighley
Yeah.
show, so it could be at Summer Game Fest as well.
Yeah.
It's the PlayStation show, so you might get points there.
We'll see. We'll see.
Jamie, your last one? No, is it your last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's last one now.
It was just in my head, now it's just gone. Somehow.
That's why we wrote ours down, Jamie.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'm making up on the spot, right?
We wouldn't have actually been quite critical.
It's just it's gone. It's completely gone. It's just in my head. We'll see another Elder Scrolls 6 trailer.
Ooh.
Do you think
Yeah.
it'll be another nothing trailer?
Probably. I'll
Yeah.
think another nothing. Yeah.
Okay. But if we'll see something about Elder Scrolls,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, bear in mind, when we first saw the Skyrim nothing trailer,
Yeah.
the game was out like a year later.
Mm.
How long has it
That was
been
a
since we
very
had the
different-
nothing Elder
That was a
Scrolls 6
very
trailer?
different time, though, to
That
wasn't it?
that was a very different time.
I could see it.
But what else has Bethesda Game Studios
I
been
think
doing?
that's it now.
Yeah.
Well, Starfield.
But are they even doing another DLC?
I guess
for that? I don't even know
they did that one
anymore,
DLC that
because
nobody
it
cared
was
about.
awful. I'm gonna pay for that.
They've got so much hinging on this game because people lost faith after Starfield. Because they were
Yeah.
like, they hyped that up for so long in it.
Chris,
What?
you
Starfield was
were
okay.
down
It was just
so
you play
bad
it
for
once and you never do
Starfield.
it again.
Yeah. We were all down so bad.
I
for
enjoyed
nothing
Starfield
problem.
when I was playing it.
I enjoyed it, and then I got like 140 hours into the game,
Yeah.
and then I was like, I can't believe I spent so much
Try
time on this game.
260.
It's insane.
I think I did like 80 and then I thought,
I
You know, I
didn't.
I loved it. I really enjoyed it when I
I
was playing.
wasn't bobbing, not
Yeah.
interested.
But like in retrospect, space is my vibe. So like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I enjoyed it. Looking back, it's not. I can see people's problems with it. It's still not. It's
Were you
not.
blinded by space?
I was blinded by my
You're
space.
blinded by your
love.
love
I was being a space cowboy, so you know.
Yeah.
So like, blinded you.
But
The problem is everyone wanted it to be so good.
yeah.
Everyone wanted it to be so
But
good.
I think they have kind of, even though they technically didn't make the remake, I
Mhm.
think they garnered some faith back from with the Oblivion remake. Maybe that was the point.
I feel like the problem they've done is that they've shown that they could do it so well.
Yeah,
But can they still do it that well with a new game?
yeah.
That's the question.
Maybe that's the point though, because like maybe they're like, oh well, Shadow Drop this. Everyone will remember how good Bethesda can be.
Yeah.
With Elder Scrolls specifically, and then everyone will be like, when they announce it in June, they'll be like, oh yeah,
But
it might be as good as this. Like,
the problem is every Elder Scrolls game that's come out has got less and less complex each time. They've got simpler
more and more
each
normie
time.
in it. Like,
Yeah,
for the
it is,
normies. Yeah, that's so true.
And then all the people that actually like Elder Scrolls don't want to play them then.
Mm.
Or don't
But
play
you
them.
say that, yeah, people fucking
Don't
love
play them
Skyrim.
as much.
People
then,
love Skyrim. Corey's played Skyrim many,
Oh
many
yeah,
times.
yeah, but Corey's installing 700 mods.
That is true. 825 last
But the thing is,
count.
nobody do that. They don't care.
Yeah, but that's just the PC part. Like the PC people will keep playing it because of the mods.
Yeah.
Like
That is the biggest
How
thing.
many people on console still play
I think
Skyrim?
people still mod it, but obviously not as much because they
But you
can't.
know, like,
Yeah.
and then sit and play for another few hundred hours. Like,
Yeah,
not a lot of them probably.
true. I mean, it's still popular, but yeah.
And they're still
Okay.
trying to put
Enough
the
to raise
paper
it
mod
19
stuff.
times, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm making a prediction, Skyrim on Twitch too. That's what's going to be.
Can't have that one.
That's almost the.
That's almost a given, isn't it? Like,
Installing 800 mods on Skyrim, you know when they modded, you let your mod Baldur's Gate, you know what I put on it?
What?
Gales and Manbun and Withers Big Naturals, and that's the only two.
you ain't got these ones in fucking Skyrim, have you?
Absolutely necessary mods, yeah.
I was like, yeah, that'll do in Jake. Like,
You know,
you're
it's
not going
surprising.
to put anything else on. I was like, no.
With Naturals was like a decent sized mod as well.
I bet it was, guys. I bet it was. You can say more than decent.
I guess I'm just easy to play.
Right.
I'm a simple girl.
All those polygons.
Jamie's got the wild ones, but like I can see them all coming true as well.
If you take this trophy, Jamie, you're
Well
going to be a
deserved, mate.
legend.
Well deserved. If Jamie gets his trophy, we're all going to have a great year of gaming.
Yeah. I mean, I think like Half-Life 3 coming out would be the one game I'd actually book a day off.
That would break
Yeah,
the
it is.
internet.
It would, that is one of the few games that will break the internet.
And get more views than the GTA trailer, I feel.
I don't think it would. I don't think it would because the kids won't care.
Yeah, it's anyone that's old enough to have played Half-Life 2.
Look, everyone's so hyped on these. Have either of you played Half-Life?
No, but I'll be hyped for everybody else.
You get you can play Half-Life. Chris.
I've played some of it, I think.
You can play
The one
Half-Life.
with the crab.
Half-Life.
Yeah, I played.
You got Black Mesa.
Black Mesa, which is the remake of
the
one,
first one.
is worth playing.
I have that.
Yeah,
Play it.
yeah.
I've
Black
got
Mesa.
it on Steam as well, so you'll be able to play it.
And then Scum Pack 2, and then Episode 1, Episode 2. They're all fantastic
Yeah.
games.
I did buy it on Steam sale, I just never got around to
Yeah,
it.
just,
Yeah, play it.
Cool. Who's next? Here you go. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this one, I feel like I actually said this one last year, maybe even, I can't even remember.
It's nothing like you say the ones that you keep saying every year. Eventually, they'll come true.
Well, I just think, so the Final Fantasy VII remake, they did, was it called like Retrograde for, what was the
Integrate.
Integrate
Integrate,
for
yeah.
Yuffie? I feel like they should just drop a DLC about Vincent. 'Cause it was
For 7 Rebirth.
to
Yeah.
bridge the gap between 2 and 3,
I can see
get him
it.
out there. You've got an interesting backstory, which they didn't really touch upon in the part 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
Makes sense, do it? He's fan favourite, great character. Got so much like going on, and they were just like, yeah, here's this guy that can turn into this giant beast that lives in a coffin under the ground. Yeah, cool, he's gonna come with you. And I was like,
He likes cards.
okay.
that
Well, that was the part of the original, but
was
yeah.
part of the story, and that's wild to me.
Yeah. I
Um,
was, I was very, like, when he was there, I was like, what? What? But yeah, I think it makes sense, like, if you forget to own DLC, why can't Vincent have one?
you said Yuffie, so derogatory then.
Let me say,
Yuffie.
I am the biggest hater.
But also it's Yuffie.
It's not. That means that's like, if Yuffie's got 1 hater, it's me. If Yuffie's got 0 haters, I'm dead. That's me. So,
You say that, you played a lot of her in the last one because you really like playing
oh,
her.
that's the worst part. Is I only play as her in the gameplay because she's the easiest to play as. Like, you can change all the elements. It's just the easiest one. I'm more accepting of her in the remake.
Mm.
Did not enjoy her in the original.
Fair enough.
But I think Vincent's got enough story that needs to be told. They're not going to remake Dirge of Cerberus. So just put it all in a DLC.
Maybe. I can see it happening, but my only thing is because they said they're going to do the third part quicker. So whether they're just all hands on deck on that. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I would like that because I like the remake. Rebirth was okay, but it's too big. But as long as they don't make a big open world thing, I'm all good.
Mm.
I'm next now.
But I feel like it's a
Your
passion.
final predictions.
See, I got like 10 predictions, so I have to pick now. So I've had the Star Wars one. Well, that's 3. What else did I have? Wait, have I missed myself?
No.
Have I done 2?
Look at your predictions. I'll tell you what we're doing already.
Hang on. I think you can't rob them.
I can't rob them.
Well,
Yeah.
I've only done 2.
Oh well,
You've only done 2.
Oh, I'm going to do 2 now. I was like, hang on a minute. Everyone else has done 4, right?
Can you tell we're all in our 30s now, guys?
Let me do, I'm pretty sure I've done 4. Memory second.
Don't
Jamie,
worry
you've
about
done
it.
4.
Yes.
2, 3,
You've
4.
done-
Yeah, I've
You've done 4.
I think I've done
How did that happen? Okay.
You know what it is? When it came back, you should have done 2.
But
You've
you
done
didn't.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put myself here. Okay. Well,
Well, it's good to say exciting times. You got some good ones on there as well, Chris.
no. Oh. I'm going to go with... Oh, I'll take that over last, actually. I'm going to go... We're going to get proper trailer and like gameplay reveal for the new James Bond game from the Hitman guys.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty. I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty
because
solid.
they announced it a while ago that
Yeah.
they're making it. Hitman 3 was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
It was revealed to be coming to the Switch 2 at the Switch event. They didn't
Yeah.
show anything. They just had like a CGI trailer of the whole James Bond coming in and shooting.
Yeah.
So I think they'll reveal like proper gameplay and trailer, and they'll reveal who's playing James Bond, because that'll be a big thing. 'Cause it's going to be a big known actor.
Do you reckon they're going to wait for the announcement of the new James Bond
No,
before
no.
they use them?
No, because I don't think it's not the same. It's their own James Bond.
Okay.
Film. They've already confirmed that
Do
it's
you
their own
think it'll
James
be?
Bond.
Do you reckon it'll be?
This isn't
No,
part of my
no.
prediction,
No.
but I think that Kahuli guy, that guy,
Oh, I love him.
Oh,
he's British, so
Yeah.
it would make sense.
Okay.
And I
Do
think
you reckon they're modelling in the game as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
I think that'd be an interesting way to go as well. But that's not part of the prediction. If I just get that, it's just
No, Chris, you got too specific now. Yeah.
It's been a long
Nothing
time.
specific.
If he's specifically not in the game, then you know.
My specificness is like we get a trailer to show gameplay and then reveal who it is.
It's
That's
been
So
the
a
gameplay.
specific.
So
long,
gameplay. Okay.
long
gameplay.
time.
Gameplay it could be gameplay within the trailer as
Yeah.
long as you see the,
Yeah.
what the gameplay is. I think you'll get.
What do you reckon the gameplay is? Do you reckon it's going to be a Hitman gameplay?
It's going to be more
different?
action.
Yeah.
A bit like the old PS1 James Bond games, maybe.
Yeah, I can see. I can see that it being very Hitman, but obviously focused more on gadgets
Or
and
like,
stuff like that.
there was a couple of Mission Impossible games that
Yes.
come out on Xbox.
Yeah.
Those were really good. They're hard. They're really
Those
good.
early James Bond games are great. Like,
Yeah.
super night
Yeah,
fights.
it's
And when you had the watch,
That's
but it's
really
crackling,
cool.
that makes no sense.
It's been a long
Yeah.
time since games like that come out.
Remember when every movie had like a game tie-in?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
and most of them were awful.
Yeah.
That's changed now. But yeah, no, I think it will focus more on gadgets as well, because like the movies that we've had have kind of gone away from that with the Daniel Craig ones.
Hmm.
So like I feel like it will focus more going back to like gadgets and cool cars and all that shit.
Okay.
But yeah,
Cool. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty solid
Like
choice. I think that's a very good likelihood of happening.
yeah. My last one. You know what? Do I go with my old faithful that would probably never happen, but I kind of
I know exactly what you're looking at.
because I go over it every year, and they keep doing the fucking questionnaires about it.
Is
Yeah.
it Dino Crisis?
Yeah, I see that. So Capcom every fucking few months they do a bloody questionnaire. And go, oh, what other games would you like to remake? And they give like they got like Dino Crisis on there. They got Onimusha. They got a bunch of other stuff. Every single one other than Dino Crisis on that fucking list has pretty much been done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like,
Let's go with it.
maybe that's the one that people pick less. I don't know. I can't imagine that though.
Yeah.
But like, I think maybe.
Do you know what it is?
Fine.
Do you know what it is? I think Dino Crisis appeals more to a Western audience than
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
games
I get
do.
that. I get that.
So the Japanese base is probably voting a lot more for the
Resident
other
Evil
stuff.
with dinosaurs. Who doesn't want that?
Mhm.
I'm going with it just because like
You want it.
I want it, and I can will it into existence hopefully.
I wonder if they're waiting for Jurassic Park to die down. Before
I
they-
mean, it's already dead. And it's not.
Well, yeah, but, you know, there's still movies coming out.
The one never-
It's not that,
movies
but
generally-
you want them to ride off the high as well. Like,
Yeah.
People-
I've been going to
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs. Yeah, the
Yeah,
dinosaur.
okay.
Yeah. There is a Jurassic Park game coming out that could have gone. But no, I think it's time. It's time for Dino Crisis remake, please.
I never
Like-
played them, so.
Remember when they announced the dinosaur game, Capcom, and all, oh my god, it was that
Yeah.
crazy
I'm
thing.
so mad.
You
What is going on?
You know, Dino Crisis won't be announced, but another Turok game will be.
It's already coming down.
Yeah.
But like when they Exo Primal,
Exo Primal,
the
yeah.
fucking main lady looked exactly like the lady at
Yeah,
Dino
yeah, yeah.
Crisis. That was such a cock tease. I was so mad.
There were more people were like, "This is not fair." Then actually played that game.
Not a bad game though, apparently.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
heard
never
good
gonna
things.
play it, to be honest.
But yeah, Dino Crisis. I think it's gonna happen.
Right then.
That's all our predictions.
Okay, that's all of our mainline predictions. Okay, so has anybody got any extra stuff that isn't going to count towards the points?
I had something to do with Tomb Raider because I haven't watched it myself, but apparently there was a Tomb Raider anime on Netflix.
Yes, there
Yeah.
I
was.
completely forgot that it existed
Forgot that it
until we were
existed.
thinking about this.
True.
And aren't they looking to cast for the new Tomb Raider
I
movie?
feel
We
like
cancelled
last,
it.
yeah, last year wasn't it like an anniversary for a Tomb Raider? And then because I feel like last year I predicted it to tie in with the anniversary, and then nothing happened.
So it's got to happen.
So, what's going on? Or are they just giving up?
I can see it.
I saw the three like
Yeah,
rebooted games did
they're-
decently.
They fucked themselves by having a deal with Xbox because the
Mm.
second one did not do well at all because it was like exclusive for a bit.
But no, what I mean, like they were decent games.
They were good games.
People that
yeah,
played them
yeah,
enjoyed them.
Yeah, they were
It's
good
just-
games. They were good games. But just like
The
they didn't
first,
sell well.
the
That was-
first one was a masterpiece. I can't say that for the second two, but the first one was one of my favourite games.
I think I agree. The first one was the best one. Yeah.
But also my problem with the Tomb Raider stuff coming now is like it's now owned by Embracer Group, so who knows if that's even going to happen.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. But they fucked off my time splitters. I was so mad. Otherwise, that would have been one of our predictions again.
Yeah. Yeah. I put under mine a load of Switch 2 ports, so loads of games.
That's such an
Well,
easy
I
like.
know,
given,
yeah.
though, isn't it?
And then we'll get one per one, is that how it works? But I didn't say it. But yeah, there will be a load of Switch 2 ports of games that couldn't fit on quite make it on the Switch.
Yeah.
So you'll get loads of stuff. Maybe maybe like Alan Wake 2, Silent Hill 2, stuff like that, which has been out for a minute.
Yeah.
Make their way over to the
I'm
Switch.
not
Sorry.
sure what the Switch 2 is enough to play Alan so.
I think it can,
Yeah.
but it just be severely diminished. Severely
You're going
diminished
to
stuff.
guarantee you're going to get Doom Dark Ages. on
Yeah,
Switch.
you will, and there'll be stuff like that which runs at 60 FPS, which will run at 30 on the Switch too.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Stuff like that. I reckon
Play
we'll
that with
get
the
a lot.
mouse thing might be good on Switch.
I doubt it will.
I'm looking forward to trying that. Though.
That'd
I had like new Bioshock actually being shown
be cool.
because like that's been in the
Long
works for a long
Oh,
time. That was prediction for
I
me
didn't
last
know
year.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Although I didn't enjoy Infinite as much as the first.
But it's not. It doesn't matter because it's not made by Ken Levine, which is the thing that people are like not happy about because he's making Judas.
Yeah, I was going to say, his new
That
games.
could be shown.
His new game's meant to be coming out soon, actually.
I also had a new Lord of the Rings game. I just threw that in there, but then after Gollum, maybe not.
Gollum was.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I had like
What was that one that me, you, and Jake used to play in Caravan?
it's the whole the Lord of the Rings Conquest.
They should remake that.
Oh, it's the best one.
The one that did I left
Easy.
in the caravan. That's how I lost it.
Easily the best Lord of the Rings game.
No, remake that one.
Oh no,
It's Third Age.
Yeah. Third Age was good, and also Battle for Middle Earth, and also the Shadow of Mordor games.
Could never be made.
Those original games are better than the Shadow of Mordor games. Right.
I also had a bunch of Xbox stuff like the handheld officially being shown, which I feel like is too much of a given at this
I
point.
don't think I saw that they're stepping away from that
Yeah,
to
and
work on
it's-
their Windows ones.
So it's an Asus one. That's what's going to be announced this year,
Yeah.
and then apparently they were going to have their own one later.
Do you reckon it's going to be an actual Xbox handheld, or it's going to be a branded Xbox?
I think it'll
With a
be.
Windows handheld?
What's it called? Is it Roger Alloway or whatever it's called?
Oh, Roger, yeah.
But it'll be like an Xbox version.
That one's Xbox software, not PC.
But
software,
we'll
Xbox
have like
software.
a rather than it running like literally like a PC.
Yeah.
You know how like you got Steam Big Window, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The big picture mode.
Okay.
I think you'll have something like that,
Yeah.
but like
But-
Xbox branded.
But would it run Xbox games, or would it run PC games?
I think it'll run you. It's the same thing these days.
Well, that's the question, because the Xbox handheld is just a PC handheld.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's the same. Like
So there's no difference.
so, you just play PC Game Pass. That's all you need to play.
So that already exists. That's out there now.
I mean, yeah, but it's not Xbox branded. I have Xbox buttons, Corey.
I think an Xbox branded Windows handheld is very, very
That's because it's been
Oh,
rumours
yeah.
as well. That's why I didn't go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
too
yeah.
easy of a point.
and it's very vague as well.
Yeah.
An Xbox actual handheld, like an Xbox PSP, would be interesting.
And my
But I
other,
don't think they'll do that.
my other Xbox One was the sneak peek at what their next gen will be, which I wouldn't
Yeah.
put past them because it's apparently coming next year.
Mm.
But I don't know. I feel like they might say that for the Game Awards.
Are they just going to leap
Maybe.
PlayStation?
I don't know. They are, Jeremy. That's the plan.
Yeah.
And they're going to have the
Yeah.
rumor is they're going to leapfrog PlayStation and then allow other stores to be on their Xbox, like Steam and all that.
Steam's the
And
well.
then at that point,
Steam's
why
the big
would
one.
you even bother?
I think that's what I think they're just going to transfer some hardware into a licensed company that makes some hardware.
But also, then what happens if you get to the point where they're like, PlayStation, put your store on our Xbox?
I think
They're
PlayStation.
just a PC at the end
I
of the
think
day.
PlayStation would rather go out of business.
No,
than
but like,
submit.
but
to
the thing is-
to Xbox.
No,
They-
PlayStation's still making their money.
yeah, because they'll get the money off the store. But-
I don't know. I think it's like a. I think it would be a pride thing.
But
like,
yeah, I can see that. But my thing with this is like,
I don't know if they'd be able to stop.
Xbox's strategy, technically, from the looks of it, has worked really well when they're putting games on
Yeah.
PlayStation because last month, you look at like the top 10 games, like 6 of them are Xbox games,
Mm-hmm.
like owned games. So like, and that wasn't even including Doom. So
Yeah.
it's crazy that obviously people want to play their games, they just don't want to buy more hardware.
Yeah.
This thing we're predicting
Just
is
too
it Summer
expensive,
Game
yeah.
Fest?
anything around
summer
that.
game, anything around that, like the not because E3 doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Is this the one where the Muppets always turn up?
It is, yeah.
So let's predict what Muppet it's going to be.
I can't
Oh.
even remember all the
Oh, I
Muppets.
think it's going to be Pepe the King Prawn.
It was last year though, wasn't it?
But it's a Jim.
I'm gonna go with the Meeper one. What's his name? Meeper, the one. that's like, and the Doctor one with the no eyes.
I've had Monster already.
I feel like they
Animal
animal.
Monster. Cookie Monster.
He's that Muppet.
I actually can't remember any of the Muppets now. Now you put me on the spot. Kermit.
Yeah, I mean it's the same.
That's a good choice. Solid
Miss
choice.
Piggy.
What if they had their kids that just got announced that look absolutely cursed?
I don't know if they've just got an
So they were in the Muppets movie, the kids.
No.
The Christmas Carol, weren't
No,
they?
you haven't seen these ones.
No.
I've seen these
No.
I don't know if it's real or if it's just
these
something
horrific amalgamations.
Sam sent it to me, and they're like, it's a pink froggy and a green piggy, and they're like the stuff of nightmares.
No, they are. They so are. I will put. You said
Absolutely
you
not.
it.
Absolutely not. That is not. No,
Oh, wow.
Absolutely,
So now you all know now. So what if they turn up?
absolutely not.
What if they turn up and announce? I don't know, some like, I don't know.
Cody game. Cody Muppets.
Peppa Pig game for the kids. That's on brand.
So
Peppa
yeah,
Pig.
our prediction will cover by basically like the Summer Game Fest thing they actually do, and then like anything after that. So like you got the Xbox
When's
showcase.
the cut-off?
I was thinking anything
Before the
that's
train.
announced in the summer.
If it's
in the summer, yeah. Because obviously we'll have our predictions again
Should be
for
like
Game Awards.
end of August.
Okay.
You literally are thinking from like basically now until September.
Okay.
Yeah, because then we'll have like Game Awards in
Yeah.
December, which we can predict as well.
September's usually a good time stuff gets announced and time for stuff coming out Christmas.
Christmas time.
Well, you know what? We're concluding that. Let's put a hard line in the sand. aren't we?
Yeah. So end of August.
Yeah.
If Half-Life 3 comes out on September 2nd, you know, you're out of luck.
Who said to Corey?
Yeah, because to be fair, if that was the case, Mafia would have fell into my
You said to
Thingy
Corey PlayStation
That's
rumoured one for the end of like.
the end of June. So
So that's what I'm saying. So you gotta.
we go summer months
July.
are June, July, August, right?
Yeah.
So we'll
So, yeah,
until the end of August.
Yeah, from now until August, yeah.
Okay, agreed.
And end of August, yeah.
I want my trophy back. I'm not gonna get it.
I've currently got it.
I'm not gonna get it because you guys have gone like so out there, and I'm just like the same
Oh,
stuff
don't worry.
I get every year.
This is always the list of what I want, not what's going to happen.
You never know. PlayStation come out and absolutely showcase.
What
They haven't done one for
if
ages.
the Stardew Valley man drops Haunted Chocolatier?
That would be big.
That would be very. No, it wouldn't be big to you guys, but
Big to you and Beth.
for the cozy gamers, that would be very, very big. That would be a big event.
I'm surprised no one had Nintendo ones other than ports. That's why they've had their
They've
big
already announced all their stuff, yeah, and they're not going to announce anything else.
They make the
This
same
year.
games all the time.
Well, yeah, this also covers Gamescom as well, I suppose. Because
Mm,
that's in August.
I don't expect them to announce Zelda or
No.
anything until next year now.
True. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Let us know your predictions in the comments and what you think of our predictions and who's got the most wild ones. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Like and subscribe. Bye, guys.
Bye.